Gratitude is a powerful tool to raise your vibration, to manifest what you want in life, and also to help heal the world and bring positive energies to others. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my extended gratitude practice, and I'm going to show you how you can do this to change your life in a positive way. You are divine. Beautiful children of the stars. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming with me on this beautiful spiritual journey as we are ascending from 3D to 5D. And you see, already that shows you I have so much gratitude for you. And that is why this beautiful community is growing every single day, because I love and appreciate each and every single one of you so much you can't imagine it. Every day I am grateful. I am deeply grateful for all of you, for this YouTube channel, for this community, for every single one of you who has worked with me, who is watching my videos. Every minute, every second of attention that you gift to me on this YouTube channel, in my videos, is very precious. Your time is precious, and I am deeply grateful for it. I actually got inspired to make this video because of my last live stream where somebody asked, "What is your best prayer?" And I thought about it and I thought, wow, well, I don't really pray. But the closest I come to prayer is my gratitude practice. And I wasn't even really aware of this practice so much. It's something that I do automatically, something that is part of my vibrational field, part of my thoughts and my actions all the time. I basically live in a vibration of gratitude all day long. All day long. It's really true. So, the beautiful thing about gratitude and why it is so powerful, it's nothing that we have to do specifically and say, oh, now let's do some gratitude, right? It is so easy, and it's something that you can do all day long. All day long. All it requires is a little bit of a shift in consciousness. It's not complicated. The way to start is to just become aware of all the things that you do have. Everything that you have that benefits you in some way. Everything that is around you that you have, people, objects, your job, food, roof over your head, clothes, the air that you breathe, the connections that you have with people, everything in your life that is benefiting you in some way. Just create an awareness of that. Everything around you, look around you right now. What do you have around you that benefits you? I think you could probably name 1,000 objects, things, processes, people around you right now that benefit you in some way. So just creating an awareness of what it is that you have and thinking, wow, there are so many beautiful, amazing things. If I just look around this room, this whole room, that I even have an office with a high ceiling, painted in colors that I love, that is warm. I've got a little heater here that has a carpet, the furniture full of objects that I'm able to use, that I have this space where I can peacefully work, a space that I call my own. You see what I mean? That's how you start to become aware of the things that you have. And once you're aware of the things that you have and you accept them fully and you see them fully, then gratitude is an automatic next step. It's just that small shift in awareness, because many times we go throughout our day and we're just kind of plodding along very neutrally, not really thinking of what it is that we have. Often we are more annoyed in what we don't have, or we're just kind of running along and maybe grumbling, mumbling and grumbling a little bit. So all it takes is that small shift of awareness to really truly see what it is that you have. Then the next step is to take a few things and go deeper into the gratitude process with them. For example, taking this is the first thing that's lying there, saying, oh, I'm grateful for this phone. But then if you just take a look at this object and go deeper into it and see and feel into it, how has this served me? What am I able to do with this? What did I do to be able to buy this? Or maybe someone gave this to me, as an example. Or everything that is connected to this. And then you can start thinking, wow, how many people want one of these and can't have it? But I am able to have this. So going a little bit deeper, going into a little bit of a meditative state, and truly appreciating a certain object, a certain thing, just going really deep, and then truly developing a connection, a positive connection, and a deep sense of gratitude with it. Also, as a next step, what you can do, you can take something that you're not so happy about. Perhaps you're living in a space where you are not feeling that great. It's time to move. Maybe the heater has broken down. Maybe you have noisy neighbors. Maybe things are not exactly how you want, and you're kind of not feeling too good about it. If you shift your awareness and start to see your house or your apartment in a more positive way, start to go deeply into the positive aspects of it. Start to go deeply into, wow, but I do have a roof over my head. Maybe the rent is not so high. Maybe there are beautiful windows facing south where you can see the sun. Maybe it's in a part of town that you like. So start to pull out all the positive aspects and start to go really deeply, deeply into that gratitude. And the thing is this, gratitude is also a deep acceptance of the moment. So in that moment where you are cultivating gratitude for something, even if it's something that you're not so happy about, if you start doing that, then you start opening yourself and you start feeling acceptance in that moment. And then the next step is you can start to love that moment and love that object. And gratitude and love are very close together. The love of your very moment, the love of the now, the acceptance of the now comes hand in hand with gratitude. Because if you're grateful, you can't really hate whatever it is that you're looking at. If you're grateful for something, you have full, complete acceptance of that. And when you're in gratitude and acceptance, then you are fully in the moment. And that means that you are loving the moment. So you see, once you come into that shift of consciousness and you start going deeper and deeper, your whole energy field, your whole situation, your whole viewpoint, your whole life, your whole vibration really starts to shift and go higher and higher. And the interesting thing is, with that gratitude, with that acceptance, with that love of your moment in time, something opens. When you start accepting and loving the now and having gratitude for it, you're shifting something. And this is where the manifestation comes in. Once you've shifted yourself into a state of acceptance and loving the now, you are telling the universe, okay, so this is an explanation, of manifestation. It might sound a little bit, mundane, but this is how you can explain it. It's a universal law. Once you're loving the moment and you are in complete acceptance and loving what it is that you're seeing, this is a signal. This is the law of attraction. This is a signal to the universe. Wow, you are loving your place. You're feeling good. You're in the most beautiful place you can imagine in that moment. And then things that are according to that vibration will be pulled onto you. So if you start to feel gratitude and see the beauty and love and fully accept something, even though it's maybe not the best thing, then that what is will become better, and you will draw better things unto you because you're putting yourself into a higher vibration of love and seeing this object as absolutely beautiful. So the reality, the physical reality will start to shift and change. So it's interesting. I've practiced this many times. I've practiced it with this space. This space, I don't know if you saw some videos of mine, I think 1 or 2 years ago, where I was painting the walls and showing you the bare space here. And I was frustrated many, many times because it was really difficult to evolve this into what it is now. And I had to practice the art of loving unconditionally and accepting and being so grateful for this space. And every time I did this consciously, somehow magically, it started improving. Somehow I was able to upgrade it. Somehow things changed. And this works with anything. This works with anything. If you have an area in your life that you are not very happy about, something that you're not very happy about, that you can't really change in the moment, start looking at it. Start seeing it in a different way. Start shifting your perspective of, wow, but I am grateful for this. This has taught me many lessons. This is benefiting me. And you start being grateful for it, and you start accepting it, and you start loving it. Then you will see that that situation, that thing will shift and change. And it's because we are sovereign beings and masters of our reality. And if we are grateful and loving something, if we're grateful for something and loving it, then the reality must shift and change, so this thing will benefit us even more, and we will like it even more. It will come to us and unfold in a beautiful way. That's truly how it works. So how do I practice gratitude? I basically walk around all day just seeing the beauty around me, seeing the positive side of everything, and just feeling deeply grateful for it, loving it. And if I put my attention and gratitude on something specific over a period of time, it changes to the better. It really does. So I kind of walk around and I'm grateful for the food that I'm eating. I practice giving gratitude for the food that I have. Every time I eat something, I tune into it, and I am so deeply grateful. And I say it out loud. I say, thank you for this food. Thank you. And I guess it is kind of a prayer. I say, thank you for this food. And I deeply feel into it. And when I connect to whatever it is on my plate, I actually can see, I can tune in, I get visions of how this food was harvested. And especially if you are consuming animal products, this is a good practice to tune into that life and to give gratitude to that life. And then you will feel the essence of that life form, of that animal. Also, this will create an awareness to perhaps change your diet to a more high vibrational diet, all right? No judgment at all here, no judgment at all. But after I have given deep gratitude to each and every piece and tuned in, then I say, I align this beautiful food vibrationally to my body, that it may nourish me and benefit me 100%. So every time I do that, whatever I'm eating doesn't cause a stomach ache, it doesn't cause upset, and I know that this is nourishing my body in the best way possible. That's what I do when I eat. Not every time, but a lot of the times. And if I don't do the whole process, I always do feel deep gratitude when I am eating. So again, it's part of just being a little bit conscious, living your life, walking around and being very conscious of what you do. I often walk around also, and I'm just grateful for everything that I see. When I go into my closet, I'm grateful for the clothes that I was able to choose, that I was able to buy for myself, that I am able to wear, the colors, the place where I bought it, that I was able to do this. When I'm looking into the camera here, I'm grateful for that pink wall. I love that color. I'm so grateful. When I see this picture, I feel deep gratitude that I was able to travel to Paris last summer to get that. So I basically walk around all day long, seeing things with eyes of gratitude. What I do many, many times is I thank my spirit guides. One of the things I'm most grateful for is that I have my spirit guides, that I have my angels, that I have my galactic team, that I have my dragons, that I have my unicorn being, that I have my Pleiadian guides, my galactic team. I am so grateful. They have changed my life so much. And every time that I tune in, I start off just with gratitude. I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm grateful. I often say thank you, thank you, thank you all day long. When I'm driving my car, I'm so grateful that I am a free, sovereign being living in a sovereign country. I feel so privileged. Often, I feel that I'm one of the most privileged people in the world, having lived and grown up in free countries, that I am able to open myself up. And I'm also grateful for my own soul. I am so grateful that I was able to choose the ascension path, choose the path of spiritual awakening. I am grateful that I was able to choose that so easily, and I did it. So practicing gratitude, I mean, I could go on and on and on, practicing gratitude all day long. And sometimes I'm just overwhelmed by the beauty of life and by everything that I have and the beautiful people I have in my life. I am overwhelmed by the beauty of it, and the gratitude is so deep that I start crying. That happens quite a lot. It happens quite a lot. And I feel that by practicing this and by feeling this vibration deep in my heart of pure gratitude, this opens so many doors for me. And this brings more of those positive things into my life. If you're grateful for something, more of it is going to come because you're honoring this. You are loving it in the moment. You're pulling it onto you. Now, obviously, part of the manifestation process, that which you most likely already know, is giving thanks for something that has not manifested yet physically, something that you want, going into the vibration of already feeling the feeling of having that, what you want, or being where you want. For example, let's talk again about the house. So I feel that some people leave out that part of loving what you have that's in front of you, even if you want to change it. So I feel that's a very important step. So step number 1, loving what it is that you have, accepting it completely and totally. I think that's actually even stronger than visualizing what you want and giving gratitude for that. I feel it is more important to be joyful and happy and grateful in the moment with what you have, right? I feel that's stronger, all right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So step 1 is loving what you have, accepting it unconditionally, loving the moment, love your now with everything, how you look, what you have, who you are, what you're doing, the people around you. Love your now unconditionally. And then the next step is, because we are multidimensional beings, we're able to do this in one level, one layer, loving the now, adding another layer on top of it, visualizing, sending a vision up, pulling down into your consciousness what it is that you want that has not manifested yet. So that place that you want, that dream house that you want, looking for it in your mind. What does it look like? What do I truly want? Is it truly my heart's desire? This is the type of house that I want. This is how I want to feel when I actually live in that house. This is where I want it to be. And you kind of overlay this on top of loving the now, the house that you have now. You kind of overlay this other one on top of it, and you love that and give thanks for that as well, right? So these are advanced techniques because we're multidimensional beings. We can do this. Loving the now, loving the vision of what it is that you want, loving the feeling that's even more exalted. So if you're able to love the now completely, right? Even if it's not exactly how you would like things, right? Imagine how much better and how much more exalted you would feel and love the now when you actually have your dream house. So you overlay that on top and you start giving thanks for it. You start saying, thank you that I have this beautiful, amazing house there in Malibu, beachfront, right? So I can just walk out and jump into the water, just as an example. So overlaying that, giving thanks, feeling the vibration of what it would be like, what it is like to live there, and overlaying that over the now. Okay, that's that second step. That's the step of that typical manifestation that we hear and we learn about out there, right? That's a very typical one, and that's good. So overlaying what it is that you want over what it is that you have. And obviously, doing all these gratitude practices raises your vibration immensely, because you can't be in a state of gratitude and have a low vibration. It's not possible. And like I said, gratitude pulls full acceptance, love with it. And those are all very high vibrational states of being. Now, the third way you can practice gratitude in an extended way, and how you can help other people, how you can help heal the world, and this is what I have been doing lately. And I feel I was inspired to do this, I was called to do this, and I feel this truly, truly has an effect, because you are a sovereign, powerful being of light. You're an energetic being, and because you're high frequency, high vibrational starseed, the energy, the intention that you put out has an effect on the rest of the world. So what I've been doing is, whenever I feel that I'm receiving something really good and really beautiful, especially when I'm eating food and that is tasting so good, that is so nourishing. After I do my initial gratitude, while I'm eating and afterwards, what I do is I, again, give deep thanks for it. And then I request this feeling of bliss, this nourishment, to be extended to all of those who don't have it. So when I'm eating, I extend my feelers, my psychic feelers, right? My compassionate, my empathy, I extend that out into the world, and I perceive all those who don't have this food, all those who are lacking, all those who are hungry, all those who are malnourished. And I extend this energy of bliss and nourishment to those. And I ask that those who are not nourished be nourished. That those who are lacking have at least a moment of feeling fulfilled. That those who are lacking find a way to nourish themselves fast. Right? So that's what I do. It might seem a little strange, but by extending your well-being out to the others and wishing it upon them and blessing them with what it is that you have, and you have enough, right? Everything is energy. And when you are being nourished, you extending this feeling, this energy of nourishment out into the world to those who don't have it, I feel that helps. That helps. That gives these people who don't have perhaps a tiny little piece of positive energy, a tiny spark, a tiny inspiration, a tiny raising in their vibration, that they are able to find their next meal more easily, or that they may have a moment of relief if they are lacking, right? Also, when I put on some fresh clothes, I was thinking, wow, I asked to extend this beautiful enrobement that I'm doing. I asked to extend this feeling of being clothed to all those who are not clothed. I extend this feeling of gratitude of wearing a beautiful blouse to all those who don't have beautiful clothes. And I bless them. I extend my blessings out to them. Does that make sense? So it is kind of a way of sending out blessings and light codes out into the world to those who don't have it. Because we know that we have so much, and there are so many people who don't. And by extending these light codes and these blessings, all those who are willing to receive it, I feel it does make a difference. They will be able to receive it, and they will be able to be impulsed to perhaps receive a next meal soon, or to be able to find a way to have a beautiful blouse to put on soon. With warmth, when I'm cold, and then finally I'm sitting in front of the beautiful fireplace and I'm feeling cozy and warm, I feel into it, and all those people who are suffering with cold, the homeless people or people in countries where they are feeling cold, they don't have hot water to bathe, they don't have a warm fireplace. I just extend this feeling of love and gratitude and blessing and light codes out to every single person who is suffering under cold, that they may feel warm now, and that they may find a fire to warm themselves. Right? Does that make sense? And this is something I kind of made up. This is something that I've created, and it came out of a sense of deep compassion, knowing that there are so many people out there and a lot of countries where there is a lot of people suffering. And sometimes when I see all the abundance that I have, I see all the riches, I have everything that I need basically, and there are so many people that don't. And feeling their pain, feeling their compassion, knowing that there's people lacking, and in that moment knowing that I can't physically go and share this with them, but at least energetically sharing this, energetically sending out very positive vibes and very positive energies and blessings to anyone who needs it is a good thing. It is something that I can do in the moment. It is a way that I can share in the moment. And I feel that is very, very important. And everybody needs that sometimes. Everybody needs that. This is an extension of when you kind of send love and blessings and light codes to everybody. And you can do this as well with very specific things and actions that you're taking in a moment of gratitude. And it is a give and a take, because we receive so much. I receive so many blessings, and sometimes I'm in need of receiving a little bit of love, positive energy, and I know that I receive a lot of this. A lot of people are sending this out and I receive, so I give back. So it's basically kind of this beautiful loop of receiving and giving, and this can be done within that practice of gratitude. And if you practice all these things, you will see how little by little your outlook on life shifts and changes. You are happier if you're just looking around and seeing the beautiful things that you have, and you're just grateful. Your vibration raises so fast, and your whole outlook on life will shift, and you will draw better and better and better things to you. And I feel one of those manifestation practices that works best in my life, that has worked best, is that practice of gratitude, with those 3 different ways, right? Being grateful for what you have, being grateful for something that you want, and then spreading and sharing the blessings energetically with others who may not have that blessing. And of course, you can create your own little mantras. You can sing. Sometimes I sing my gratitude. Sometimes I just go around saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am just so grateful. I gratefully receive all these blessings that I have, and I wish these blessings upon the whole world as well. So that's basically those very simple ways in which you can practice gratitude. So I hope that has made sense. I hope that has helped you a little bit to see how powerful gratitude can be. Let me know if you practice any kind of gratitude technique, maybe something different. Let me know if it made sense. And you can show your gratitude by smashing the like and perhaps subscribing if these types of videos are interesting for you. You get 1 to 2 videos a week right here on this beautiful YouTube channel. All right. Thank you so much. Love you all, my beautiful children of the stars. Ciao for now, Cosmic Empress, sending you hugs and gratitude and love.